The catch is that in testing both PS5 consoles, there is an issue that cannot be ignored: the performance level.
An issue that can't be ignored by the fanboys. Just look at this man's facial expression. Like, what you talking about, Digital Foundry? It runs best on the PS5 Pro. I already know.
On base PS5, you get two modes: a 60 FPS performance mode and a higher res 30 FPS quality mode.
You
with
paid
boosted
$700 for this?
The issue is that the 60
Oh
FPS...
man, you see how fast he put his coffee down? He's like, oh, hold on. Let me get prepared for this. Oh, look at that performance.
Option on base PS5 struggles to actually stick the landing, notably across the jungle areas of the first mission, where it's too often bouncing between 40 to 60.
You can't even get past the first mission.
FPS, and even going down to the 30s while swimming underwater. More concerning is the state of PS5 Pro,
Oh, it's
which
low
you'd
indeed.
hope would be an improvement. PS5 Pro has no graphics mode toggle at all, and rather, Konami combines the benefits of both base PS5 modes into one single way to play.
Dummy.
That is the boosted settings of the quality mode, but
We
running
got the
at
Pro
60
label
FPS.
though.
This all-in-one approach fits the mission statement Mark Cerny had for
He's
PS5
salty,
Pro,
look
but
at that.
the problem is that performance at 60 FPS struggles, and in fact, in this configuration, PS5 Pro can run at a lower frame rate than base PS5.
That's crazy.
It's poor optimization. Konami, they don't know what they doing. I'm telling you, the PS5 Pro is powerful. Why ain't y'all listening to me? We can't run UE5, man. I'm telling you, man. We've been lied to. Every game they got the Pro label, they told us that the gameplay better. It never played worse. Look at that. He's salty.
Base PS5 mode
How is it even possible?
comparisons before we get to the Pro situation. In terms of pixel counts, base PS5's performance mode runs at between 720p to 1080p, while the quality mode ranges...
What about that 4K 60, 8K ray tracing? I mean, you Pony said that this was more powerful than a PC, man, and you guys still running games at 720? I mean, this is embarrassing, man. I don't care what it's poor optimization. Listen, man. I mean, if you pay $700 for a Pro just so you can get a game that plays worse than a game that you can get from the base model, well, then I don't know what to tell you fools, man. Y'all need to go consult Sony as to what's going on with your hardware if these are the type of results that y'all get.
Between 1080p to 1584p, surprisingly higher than the 1440p.
On a dynamic resolution, man. You can't even, bro. I'm sorry, man. These consoles are pitiful, bro. I mean, you guys really believe this lie of 4K 60? Y'all can't even get it from a game that came out in 2004, bro. For the PS2. Oh, they touched up the... It doesn't even matter, bro. I don't even care. I've seen, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and that's an open world game, doesn't suffer this problem. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, I'm really just poking fun at the people that got the Pro. I don't care if it runs like this on the PS5, but man, paying $700 to $800 just to get a game that plays worse on that platform than the one that you already had before you decided to rob your girlfriend, well, man, I would honestly feel bad for you.
Peak suggested in the menus.
Dynamic resolution.
A 4K final frame. Looking through the licenses page in Delta's menus on PS5, there's also actually a mention of AMD's FSR3 upscaler.
It was done by Bluepoint, which is even worse, bro. Don't tell me that I seen Bluepoint here. Oh, now the excuses are coming. I thought Bluepoint did the Demon Soul. I thought they were doing remakes for y'all. That's all they're really known for. Look at that. They couldn't even do this game for you. I thought they would have gave you ponies, a better version considering it was done by Bluepoint. I mean, this is embarrassing, bruh. At this point, all this company's doing is remakes, man.
Menus on PS5, there's also actually a mention of AMD's FSR3 upscaler halfway down the page, though it's very possible that this is only in reference to the PC release. Either way, clearly, the quality mode is providing the
But we the market leader. That's what what's funny, and I've mentioned this to people before. Games to one another. I always wondered as to why they were adding 120 hertz modes to games that can't even achieve. Have you guys noticed that? they're already making these games with PC in mind because guess what? In the inevitable future, people that where these games go, they're going to be able to toggle those options and actually be able to achieve the options of what's available on console. You guys are getting shafted. You're playing 120 frames. You got frame gen, fake frames. Like, this is embarrassing, bro. And y'all want to sit there and say console gaming is evolving. We, as PS5 owners, we're the market leader. But yet, according to what this guy is saying, they made it with the PC in mind. Not y'all. Not even for your precious PS5 Pro that you paid $700 to $800 for.
More pixel data to construct a sharper, crisper frame. Though breakup on fine detail like Snake's beard, fences, or swaying grass does cause all the expected issues.
I actually don't see that big of a difference.
In performance mode, there's disocclusion artifacts, an often fuzzy look to dense moving detail, and sadly, Delta's busy jungle backdrop sets the scene perfectly for those artifacts to appear. Pro at a dynamic 756p to 1152p. So on paper, that's at least an upgrade on base PS5's performance mode, while falling short of the quality mode in raw pixels pushed. Still, you'd hope the PSSR factor, the hardware-accelerated AI upscaling, might help to bridge the gap in clarity. To an extent, it is a benefit, but sadly, PSSR also introduces its own issues in the process.
Well, there goes that pisser technology y'all were talking about, that super spectral resolution. Look at that, Goku. You still can't beat me. I'm Lord Frieza. You got Vegeta, you got PlayStation 5 Pro thinking he's a Super Saiyan. Or should I say super gamer?
On the positive side first, in motion, PS5 Pro has an advantage next to both modes on base PS5.
Look at that.
Note Snake's beard and hair in this looping shot, where
hey, yo, man, there's something wrong with y'all if y'all gonna zoom that close up on another man's beard, bro. What are y'all even doing, man? Let me count the hair foliage. I think he got a little bit more on this one. Is this why y'all bought the Pro? Hey, yo, man, this is why they bought it.
More adeptly cleans up the coarse, flickering artifacts as he turns.
Flickering.
Likewise, and notably when compared to the 60 FPS performance mode, PS5 Pro's method is better at dealing with occlusion artifacts, as an object obscures geometry for a few frames. Repeating the test over and over, the result is less flickering on busy mesh patterns, creating a more stable image with PSSR.
When people are presented with the PS5 Pro improvements, they'll tell you they don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. You find out that this version of the game on the PS5 Pro runs a little bit lower, which is unacceptable.
I see the difference. I see the difference between $400 in my pocket and $700. Okay, that's the difference that I see. MBG, the price tag.
Of course. But suddenly everybody will notice it. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that now. That's clear as day. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Interior sections then, Pro might have an advantage, but
man, Konami better be fucking cooking,
jungles,
bro.
the results are a clear, unexpected downgrade.
Jesus. Konami's like, back to work.
As a remake project, Metal Gear Solid
Wow.
Delta has
A
a great deal going
downgrade.
for it. It's clear
My precious PS5 Pro. I can't believe I gave up my base model in the game. Look and run words on the Pro. People told me it was a bottleneck. Man, listen. You PlayStation fanboys, man, y'all are something else, bro. You could tell, man, when he was sipping on his cup of Reforged Gaming coffee, and then, like, at the end of the day, guys, if you want to buy the game, I think it's pretty expensive. What is it, $60, $70 for a remake? I honestly just wanted to play it for the online, but yet again, that's another game I'll pick up on a bargain, man. I'm not paying $60, $70 for this. I'm just not, bro. But if you have a Pro and you want to pick the game up, there's nothing. Like I said, you're probably getting a very similar experience to what people getting on the base model. Like I said, it's not to completely knock fans on PlayStation because I don't know how well it runs on Xbox. Probably very similar. But still, I just find it funny that people picked up the PS5 Pro just to see some noticeable differences, and yet time and time again, we get stuff like this. Y'all better hope this game don't run well on Xbox because they, for some reason, have a better chance running Unreal Engine 5 games than PS5. I really don't know why. But you know, PlayStation fanboys are gonna blame poor optimization. You know, they're not gonna blame the bottleneck hardware that Sony has gave them. Okay, Sony should have made sure that they came prepared to make a better version. I thought, you know, they're doing that with Grand Theft Auto 6, right? That's what y'all told me. Oh, they delayed it so they can make a better patch version for the Pro on in March 26th, bro. You guys are ridiculous, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, bro. MBG, he's salty that his precious, you know, and then he even got Metal Gear Solid. Look at it, he got Snake Eater in the background. That's even more laughable. Giving him the salute, like, damn, thank you, Pony, for paying $700-800 for that PS5 Pro. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said, take care. Peace out.